You are making the boy uncomfortable with this conversation," Karen said, gently placing her hand on Andrew's shoulder. "Forget the confusion of these two. Would you like a side dish?" Andrew muttered something. His mouth was full, with Karen getting up, giving her husband and mother-in-law a reproachful look, heading towards the kitchen. "Isn't it true?" continued Mark. "All these celebrated writers from the past solve their characters' problems with suicide. It makes you think. It's true, nothing like European fashion. Or, as I like to say, very successful masochism. But since when are you a reader of the Romantics? I lost a little money and Karen is punishing me with reading. Let me guess. Do the Yanks have anything to do with this? A wooden leg has to do with it. If you notice the sexual allusions in these texts, you will learn to like it. It's everywhere. Read Camille Paglia if you don't believe it." "Mom, I'm still eating," Mark said. Whether Karen heard it or not, she didn't anything. When she returned, with a dish that André thought was something someone cleaned out of the garden, they still managed to talk about how the tourists holding the Tower of Pisa in their photos were actually preventing it from falling, something about akashic vibrations, how wet Egypt had been in the good old days, what joke Mona Lisa could be telling to herself, and other weird tourist topics like the Pope. Throughout the conversation, like Mark, Andrew was silent, with some occasional as his knowledge of these subjects was restricted to what he had seen in movies or played in video games. Then the night came, sleepiness with it, and everyone went to their beds, with Andrew ready to dream of that Martian princess. He couldn't imagine how much time had passed when he found himself awakened by disturbing noises and murmurs. He slowly lifted the blanket, tense. A soft light coming from the half-open bedroom door drew the silhouette of a person, who appeared to be a thin man in a suit, investigating the books on the shelves. Still sleepy, Andrew whispered to himself. "Captain. E.H.R. John?" A feeling of discomfort made him get up and face the stranger. "Hey?" exclaimed him. "Oh. Hey. Hello," said the person, who surprised in revealing that he had the voice of a girl. Somewhat nervously, approaching the switch, he turns on the light. It was really a young woman, perhaps around 16 years old, dressed in a tight grey suit with a tie, wearing a hat that revealed only clumps of her curly blonde hair, which appeared to be cut in a pyramidal shape. "Who are you?" he asked. A sarcastic smile sprung on the girl's face, as if it was a ridiculous question. She says, "I'm sorry. It's not my custom to walk into people's houses like that. I'm not a thief." "Are you a friend of John's?" "This is really John Wilson's house then. Good," she said, looking around, asking, "So, could you kindly tell me what place this is?" "You're the one who should answer some questions," said Andrew, while analyzing the situation. Should I call the Wilsons? It felt a little too dramatic. It was just a girl, he could handle her. All right. But is he at home or not? It's really unpleasant when people just disappear. "Who are you? His girlfriend? Please, I've just helped him. Or at least I've tried. And allow me to say, sir, that I proceeded with goodwill and honest intentions. But, considering how unstable and disturbed he looked, it was natural of me to think he was a criminal or something worse. Did something happen to him? Other than walking around naked and threatening my friend and me with a gun? He disappeared from the hotel, not even bothering to tell anyone where he was going or if he was going to return. Wait, naked? What? Is this a joke?